that's your winning face, I'd hate to see you lose.
We underestimated the Constant.
Yeah, he's a glorified desk clerk.
He's not just after the money. He wants it all.
We caught him once, we can do it again. And, well, we're not the ones who let him escape.
You still don't trust her.
I don't like executive decision makers. Look, you don't have to follow her, you know? Soon, this will be over. Maybe it's time to think about the future. You have to face the possibility that there's no going back. If the ICA knows what you did...
She'll make it right. She always does.
We have a fix on Carlisle. Come on. We've got a plane to catch. I hope you like the rain, 47.
Miss Burnwood.
How did you...
I have everyone's number. You really ought to know by now.
You planned this? All of it?
Don't be silly. I just played the hand I was dealt.
We'll find you.
You had me. Where'd that get you?
We handed you an empire.
It's for the best. The partners were complacent, set in their ways. But power is more than just security. Providence can be an agent of change. Surely you understand. Or you will. Soon enough.
She came home.
Carlisle's lost an empire. You fall hard enough, you tend to be reminded of what truly matters. So, the end of the line. You ready for this?
Are you? Who will you be, without a score to settle?
I guess the world's most wanted fugitive will have to do.
Alexa Carlisle is dead. According to the funeral invitation, that is. So naturally, it caused quite a stir when the late matriarch turned up at the breakfast table, alive and kicking. Carlisle, wisely sensing that her number is up, has emerged from exile to tie up loose ends and secure the Carlisle legacy. She may be a monster, but you have to admire her due diligence. Carlisle descends from an ancient line of warrior aristocrats. Her great-grandfather made a killing in the Second Opium War and established an empire in shipping, railroads, and newspaper publishing. While largely unknown to the public, the family still asserts its quiet dominance over global transport and logistics, media, and technology. Most senior of the partners, Alexa Carlisle, is cold as ice, tough as nails, and sharp as a razor. Incidentally, it was her late father who first brought the three families together after the end of World War II at this very house, meaning that this gentleman is the birthplace of Providence.
It began here, and it ends here. Talk about poetic.
One more thing. According to our intel, Carlisle keeps a case file on the Constant. Information that may be helpful in his recapture, so don't leave the estate without it.
Right. Happy hunting, 47. See you on the other side.
Thornbridge Manor. The Carlisle family's home for countless generations. The Revenant Alexa Carlyle and her 3 adult children, younger brother Zachary, grandson, and daughter-in-law, are all gathered to conduct Carlyle's sham funeral. Curiously, Carlyle summoned a famous London PI soon after arriving this morning, but his purpose at Thornbridge is yet unclear. Now, the target knows that you're coming, and her guard detail is top-notch. So Mr. Gray will secure their nearby field HQ and intercept all calls going in and out of the estate. Any appeal for backup is going to fall on very deaf ears. Good luck, gentlemen.
Private area, sir. Phineas Whitman, private investigator. I have an appointment with Madame Carlyle. Please wait.
Mr. Whitmer is here to see Madame Carlyle. You can go right in.
That is Phineas Whitmer, the famous private investigator hired by Madame Carlyle this morning. I'm curious.
Contact! Get in cover!
Mr. Whitmer, thank God you're here. Can I take you to Madame Carlyle?
Yes, please.
If you'd follow me. I know I oughtn't say anything, but I'm so relieved you're here. Everything's just so strange. Preparing for Madame's funeral, and then she turns up alive. But then the awful business with her brother Zachary, and all this security. I've never seen the place guarded like this, and I dare say I don't like it at all. Well, this is what I mean. You have to be patted down before you see Madame Carlyle inside. Oh, I could just cry.
How are you, sir? Won't take a second, sir. Thank you. Please proceed, sir.
How's everything coming along, Elaine?
Very well, Mr. Fernsby.
Make sure you focus on your work.
I will.
I don't need one more
Did you
maid
get
crying
that
in
bird
the
shit off the
kitchen.
front screen of my
So
car,
watch
then?
yourself.
I'm Phineas Whitmer,
Sure about it.
private
Make yourself
investigator.
absolutely sure.
Ah, Mr. Whitmer. Madam Carlyle has asked me to be
You
of
gotta keep
assistance
that
to you.
windscreen clean.
I trust you've had
I
a look
just thought
around.
of something. I think
Are you
I
ready
lost
to
a
see the
button
crime
from my
scene
cuff
now?
yesterday,
I am.
Probably at the
Very well.
graveyard.
If you'll follow me,
Just
sir.
pop down and have a look.
For a button, sir?
That's what I said, wasn't it?
Right. What colour?
White. Please be quick about it, okay? I can't go without my button now, can I?
I feel obliged to point out that current affairs surrounding Madame Carlyle are of a delicate nature. You may be familiar with the recent announcement of her death. You will probably learn that a staged funeral is scheduled to take place tomorrow. Madame's children were not informed until this morning that their mother was in fact not dead at all. So please bear with them if they seem affected by the rather unusual situation.
No need to panic.
I trust I do not need to remind you that there will be consequences if word gets out that Madame Carlyle is still alive.
I'll consider her dead when I leave.
Before you inspect the crime scene, I will tell you this. The case concerns the death of Mr. Zachary, Madame Carlyle's younger brother. He was found dead in his bed this morning. The door was locked from the inside, and a suicide letter was found in his room. However, Madame Carlyle suspects foul play and will not accept that he took his own life. I've prepared some information for you, so please do come and see me when you've finished your investigation of the crime scene. This is Mr. Zachary's room, to my right.
A locked room murder mystery, 47. I trust you'll get to the bottom of this. Why don't you use your camera to scan the dead body, 47?
Throat markings indicate a rare, short-lived plant poison killed him. Spread shows time of death at around 10 o'clock last night.
You do know your poison, 47.
A hidden door.
It's a secret passage. This could explain how the door was locked from the inside. You've likely not exhausted the room for clues, 47. A photocopy of the floor plans. Somebody's been researching the secret ins and outs of Thornbridge Manor. Zachary was shopping for new Wellingtons last night. Not exactly what you would expect from someone suicidal. Zachary's suicide note. Also, a sample of handwriting. It could be relevant to compare to other samples to establish its authenticity. I believe you've done a thorough search of the crime scene, 47. Maybe it's time to see the butler. I'm curious about the information he's prepared for you.
Nah, you don't have the right clearance, mister. Please, don't waste my time. Sorry, sir. Got orders. Can't let you through. Sorry for the inconvenience.
He's over there! Why the hell did you do that, you bastard? Right in the head! You are 1/6 SOB. Whoa!
Come on! Kick up his ass!
Help me! Please help Crap, right in the head? Have you completely lost your mind? Please help! Oh my god! We lost the car!
I got him in my sight! Reloading! Just give me a sec!
Mr. Fernsby, I'm done with the crime scene.
Did you establish a time of death?
Zachary
just
died
remembered I went for a
around
stroll
10
behind the
o'clock last night.
greenhouse last
That means
night.
the staff were
Maybe
off
that's
duty?
where it is.
What is?
And Madame
lost
Carlyle
button.
and her security didn't
One you
arrive
couldn't find at the
until this
graveyard.
morning.
Wouldn't it be a good
That
idea for you
leaves
to go
Madam's family and myself
now?
as the only persons here when he died.
Yes.
And before you ask, no, I do not have an alibi. I was alone in my office at the time of death. Here's the material that I prepared for you. It's a list of the possible suspects and their quarters. Hopefully that will help you keep track of your findings. Please come and see me when you've solved the case, and I will take you to Madame Carlyle.
This is very useful information, 47. So how does one solve a murder mystery, 47? Motive, means, and opportunity, I believe. May I suggest you ask the suspects for alibis? Or perhaps you prefer searching the manor for clues
Mr.
first?
Patrick is not interfering with your work. We need everything. Ready for tomorrow.
He's just bored, I think. I can work while we
Patrick
talk.
Carlyle.
Just leave it at talking.
Can you tell me where you were
Mr.
yesterday
Patrick is not
evening?
acquainted with how things are done here.
It's
I'm
that
fine.
sneaky butler,
Thanks
isn't it?
for
He
checking
ratted me
in.
out. Elaine, give us some privacy, would you? Don't tell Mother, okay? She's really tense these days, and the last thing I need is more hassle. I took that pretty blonde, Rosie, for an evening stroll. I mean, how the fuck am I expected to cope for an entire weekend in this shithole? I'm bored out of my mind. So, is that it? Jesus!
Hello, sir.
I received the vault token from the...
That is Alexa Carlyle, unofficial leader of the Provenance Partners, and last one to be alive.
Exactly. She holds the other one. I want her to have the file on Arthur Edwards if I die.
You're not fearful she will be in trouble if she knows?
She will start digging when she realizes things don't add up, inevitably getting her in trouble. I'd rather she knew who she's up against. She's clever and resourceful. Who knows, maybe she'll be able to hit him where it hurts. But I don't want her to get involved prematurely. Hopefully she'll never have to get involved at all. If you only knew what we face, I wonder what you would do. Attack? Regroup? Close the gates and wait it out?
Hi.
At least you never got to learn that the horrible thing we did was for nothing. To protect the...
That's Madame Carlyle taken care of. Time to get the file on Arthur Edwards.
Yeah, keep it real.
I can't forget his eyes. They were so swollen, it didn't even look like Zachary. I've never seen a dead body before.
I don't know. Madame Carlyle certainly doesn't think so.
Why else would she have asked that detective to come here?
The murder was the blood?
Not that all I can think about is those swollen eyes.
Hey, how are you?
Gotta dig this place. Ancestral graveyard, trophy room, and the office safe is hidden behind a portrait, with a secret mechanism for uncovering it. It's got real soul.
First time here?
Yep.
Yeah, it's impressive, all right.
A safe in Madame Carlyle's office. I bet that's where she keeps the file on Arthur Edwards.
Hello, sir.
peculiar icons above the safe. I wonder if they might be some sort of a code. Maybe have a look around the office, 47. Mission complete. Well done, 47.
Not that I know of, no.
Just want to keep Madame Carlisle safe. I need to keep an eye out, you know? Stay on top of things like that.
They're everywhere. Go, get out! It's the Constantine. Shit!